Hi, this is Jundo. Welcome to Treeleaf. Today's section of Bendoa has that, well, crazy logic of Master Dogen that if you think it's true, it is true. And if you think it's not true, it's probably not. I call it a self-fulfilling prophecy, or really a non-self-fulfilling prophecy. In other words, if you think Zazen is a certain way and does a certain thing, it does. And if you don't think it does, then it doesn't. So what's this thing that Master Dogen claims that Zazen is and does? Well, most people think that Zazen is something we do to become a Buddha, to eventually, somewhere down the road, get to be a Buddha and taste what the Buddha tasted. What is it that the Buddha tasted? Well, to make a long story short, I would imagine a Buddha tastes that the universe is whole, complete, everything in the universe is doing just what it's supposed to do, we're all perfectly connected, and everything is right with the world. That is what a Buddha would taste. The peace and harmony of wholeness of the universe and all things. Okay? Master Dogen proposes that if you see Zazen right now as making all things whole and complete and peaceful, everything just doing what it's supposed to be, doing and everything just where it's supposed to be, all things right with the world, if you can see an instant of Zazen expressing and making that real right now, then it is. If you believe all is right with the world and you drop all conflict right now, then all conflict is dropped and all is right with the world. If you think right now that something's lacking, then something's lacking. This is that crazy Buddhist logic, my friends. You got to trust me on this. Got to trust Dogen on this. If you think right now that a moment of Zazen makes the whole universe complete, the whole universe is complete. The reason is it was complete all along, and it was only you thinking it was incomplete. And when you stop doing that, when you stop thinking something's missing, you realize nothing was missing. Because let me ask you, what's missing from the universe? Nothing. It's the universe. That means it's got everything. But who's making that decision? It may have things that you think are missing, but who's making that decision that something's missing? So Master Dogen realized that if you stop thinking that something's missing, if you stop thinking that something's lacking, if you stop thinking that something with the world is creating problems, then it's all gone. So this is why when we see a moment of Zazen as life brought to fruition, as life complete, it's not so crazy. When we see it as life brought to fruition, life complete, all things just as they should be, it is. Because we stop thinking it's not. Is this getting across a little bit? It's like if you think it's good, it's good. Because Master Dogen gets you to stop thinking it's bad. A moment of Zazen is not trying to become a Buddha down the road. It is the Buddha right here, sitting as a Buddha, realizing what a Buddha realizes, teaching a Buddha's teaching, and with the wisdom, the prajna of a Buddha. What is that prajna? It's realizing the key to the Four Noble Truths. Suffering vanishing, suffering gone. And when does suffering gone? When the conflict and tension and disagreement of all the separate things in this world vanishes, And when does that happen? When everything in the world is seem to be in harmony and without conflict. And when does that happen? When you stop thinking that there's a conflict. And when does that happen? When you realize that a moment of zazen is all the conflict resolved. You make it true. Therefore, it is a non-self-fulfilling prophecy. Non-self because that self that causes all the problems vanishes. Shall we be the Buddha under the Bodhi tree, spinning the Dharma wheel, making prajna real?